I'm going to take you on a little walk around Cedar Canyon RV Retreat. It's about 5 miles outside Cedar City, along the Highway 14, so it's directly off the highway, which is handy, and you just have to watch for these stagecoaches for the turn off, otherwise it would be quite easy to miss. So let's go and take a look around and see what it's like. So what I like about this place is it's quite quirky. They've got like old bits of machinery just kind of sitting about. It's kind of what I would describe as a mix between an RV resort and a campground. It has the facilities of an RV resort, but the peace and the space of a campground, if that makes sense. There's some old machinery again there. And I believe there's also a cabin up behind the check-in area that can be rented out, which is nice. So let's have a wee look round. That's our site there, so that's site number 18, and it's a full pull-through site, which is really handy. And then there's a nice shaded area in the trees where we have our gazebo. I'll show you it from the other side when we get round there. So this is the sort of check-in area. Inside the office there's a nice little shop. The staff are very helpful with giving you advice on local things to do, places to visit and so on. They also sell ice and firewood, which is great. Over here there are restrooms and showers. They are spotless. They are absolutely lovely, the showers here. And there's also a small laundry room, which is great, really handy. And they also have the same at the other side of the campground. So let's just take a wee walk round. So there are sites here that are suitable probably for any size vehicle. That's site number 4 and it's empty just now, and you can fit a good sized RV in there. As you can see, there's a huge A-class there. Most of the sites have a bit of privacy, which is nice. Some of them are back in, some of them are pull through, but as you can see, I mean, it's a lovely setting here, just surrounded by the mountains and the trees. It really is lovely. Site number 21 there is just kind of tucked away on its own. That's quite a short site, so probably good for a smaller vehicle. These ones over here, so 6, 7 and 8, have a bit less privacy, but if you were in a group and wanted to kind of be together, that would be quite handy. That would be good. And that's the other restroom block there. It also has showers and a laundry, which is really handy. It's great. So what we like about this RV resort is that you're not just on concrete pads kind of lined up next to each other. They've made good use of the natural space here, and the sites are all kind of at different angles and just where they could fit them, which is great. So there's really a site to suit everyone. There's 26 there. That's a pull-through site. So we're really impressed by this place. It is lovely. Like I said, the showers and restrooms are spotless. The laundry was really nice and cheap as well compared with some places. Very reasonably priced. It's easy to get to this place. So yeah, we're very impressed. Here's our site from the other angle. So we actually do think we've got a great site here. It's a large pull-through site. It's quite level, which is good. And like I said earlier, there is a shaded area in amongst the trees where the picnic table and fire ring are, and also Les. And we put our gazebo up here, which is great. It's really handy. There's also a hookup here. Each site has full hookup, which is never a deal breaker for us. We're happy to dry camp and to camp without electric because we have a solar system, but it's handy to have, and for some people that is really important. So yeah, it's a beautiful site. What I'll do now is I'll take you over to the games room because we were really impressed with it as well. So just outside the games room there's this lovely lawn area where people can relax. They have some nice big old rocking chairs, which is good. There's also an apple tree here with a bad apple toss hoop, which is quite good fun. So we'll have a wee look in the games room. So this is a great facility as well. We're really impressed with this. There's like a table football game. There is pool that me and Les were playing earlier. Table tennis and air hockey. And it's all set in this sort of old authentic building. I'm guessing it's some kind of old lodge building or farming maybe, I'm not sure, but it is lovely. They also have vending machines, which is good because you're not within walking distance of any shops here. You are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There's also a microwave, which is handy for some people. And just through here is the reception and the little shop. But it's closed at the moment. But like I said earlier, it is really nice as well. So yeah, we are hugely impressed with Cedar Canyon RV Resort and would definitely recommend it. So we'll just take a quick look in the restrooms. So as I mentioned earlier, they're very, very clean. They're kept very clean, well stocked with toilet roll and paper towels. The shower is lovely. The water pressure is great. There's lots of room. You're not cramped. There's a little stool to put things on. There's a little shelf there. There's hooks over here. Plenty of space to get dressed in. There's a soap dispenser, and there's also power outlets here as well if you need them, which is always handy. So yeah, they're kept spotless. They're very, very clean, which is good. So we'll just have a quick look in the laundry room. So there are two of these in the campground, one at the top end and one at the bottom end. There's a washer on the bottom and a dryer on top. There's some shelving to keep your clothes tidy when you've folded them. And it's just nicely done up. It's a nice little facility to have when you've been on the road for a while and you need to get all your stuff washed. So yeah, definitely a plus having this. I really like it. Within walking distance of the RV park, there is a restaurant called Milt's Stage Stop, which specialises in steak and seafood. We very rarely eat out when we're in the RV, but we were so impressed with this place that we went there 2 nights in a row. So I would definitely recommend a visit to Milt's. So this evening we're going to go on a short hike to a waterfall near the RV park that we're staying at. So we're staying at Cedar Canyon RV Retreat, about 5 miles outside Cedar City, and apparently there's a short hike called the Waterfall Trail. It's well signposted from the RV park. As you can see, there was a little sign there, and we walked past this old sort of barn. It's quite interesting. So apparently the waterfall is down a dam that was built back in the 1920s to try and filter out the sediment from the water to make it more drinkable, basically. So we'll see what it's like. It looks like a nice hike. It's very short, about half a mile, so nice way to spend an evening. There's some old mining equipment near here. Apparently the water flows into Coal Creek. I think it's named Coal Creek because there used to be coal mining in this area. So I'm sure that'll be why it's called that. So we had to cross the Highway 14 there, so I put the camera away because it's quite a busy road. So we're now on the other side of the Highway 14, and apparently the waterfall is just a couple of minutes down this way I think I can actually already start to hear some water. I'm not sure if there will be a lot of water in it because apparently there's not been a lot of snow melt in this area this year, so it might be fairly dry, but we'll find out soon. So the waterfalls are straight ahead, but down to the right here is a small path that I think will take us to the bottom of it. Just have to be really careful here. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.